Welcome to episode 9 of Behind the Bombers, a series where we dive beyond the scoreboard to uncover the stories, the personalities, and passion behind the Bay and Basin Bombers. Tonight's guest is no stranger to the local footy scene, a towering presence on the field, and a down to earth family man off it. We're joined by Max Hughes, a talented ruckman who made the move from Bomaderry Tigers to proudly wear the red and the black of the Bombers. Max balances tradie life, family, and football with grit and heart. And in this episode, we're putting him in the hot seat for a mix of serious chat, insight, and a few laughs along the way. Welcome, Max.
Cheers. Thanks for having me.
No worries. So let's get into it. First question, straight off the bat. Um, there's a lot of talk. I hear things, other people hear things, but tell us, I guess, why this year you've made the move to the Bay and Basin Bombers when you were playing some local footy in the Shoalhaven prior to that.
Um, no need to get right into it. Just basically wanted to keep playing footy. Um, Things behind the scenes happen, but that is what it is. Looking to go to a club where you can still play locally, as well as jump in and fit in seamlessly, which also helps. So it was a no-brainer to reach out and come on down.
Yeah, and I know where you're coming from. Footy's not just a sport we love, but you also have to feel pretty comfortable with the people around you and the support staff and everything. It's more of a holistic approach to enjoying your footy, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, just yeah, it was good to jump across. Fresh start. Still very good mates with a lot of the people back at Bomo, which
Yeah,
is bittersweet. But yeah, good to jump on down.
lovely. Um, how have you found the culture shift between the two clubs? And obviously, this is not necessarily about one club or the other, but every
Yeah.
club's very different in the way they roll. So tell us about the cultural shift for you with this club and what you've enjoyed about that.
This club's more footy focused. Like Bay and Basin, a lot more footy focused. Not so much on the social side of things. Not to say we're not all close as a group, but it's definitely footy is first and foremost in every aspect of the club. Not having such a group of 18 to 23-year-olds help as well. So it's a lot of our players are either under 18 or shifting into that family life 25, 26 plus. So it's a good balance of really young and nice and medium aged old. So yeah, footy's everyone's there for one reason, that's to play footy.
What about the vintage people like myself? There's a few of those.
They still get around. They're still good. They're still good. Getting better with age, just like some wine.
Is that what you're going to be having tonight? A nice drop of wine?
I don't know what we're gonna do tonight. Probably, hopefully, Shay brings back a 6 pack or so. Probably some VB.
Nice, nice. Look, it's pretty clear you've slotted into the Bay and Basin Bombers pretty well. You've got a great footy brain, you can see that. What's been your highlight so far since joining the Bay and Basin Bombers?
Highlight so far is probably giving it to Fig Tree after the second game back. I've only played what this will be the fifth game in 2 years. So being able to knock Fig Tree off, which I went to school with a lot of those boys, was quite nice in the second game back. Down at Vincenia as well. So it was good to get a good feeling of that ground because it is a different ground. It's real narrow. Suits me. I don't like running to the wing, so it's good for the corridor. It's good corridor footy.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And we are going to talk a bit about your role in the team. I guess predominantly ruckman, but I think I think as much as I hate you coming down to the forward line and getting in my space, I think you'd like to think of yourself as a part-time forward as well. But
Yeah, yeah.
as a ruckman in particular, how do you have anything you do to prepare mentally and physically for that particular role?
Nah, just see ball, get ball. Just knowing that the other midfielders, or if you are up forward or back, like knowing the other boys around you, if you're winning the contest, they're going to be first to the footy. Just having the trust that comes with the experience of our midfield with Dane, Blocky, Scotty, knowing that if they've asked you to put it in that spot, they're going to be there. So you can do the hard work, win the footy for it to land in the right spots, and the rest of it sorts itself out.
Yeah, and you're right. It does make a ruckman's job easier when you've got some smart footballers around you in
Yeah,
the middle who are hard at the footy, and you know that even if you don't quite get it to where you're meant to tap it, that those guys will be smart enough to at least create a contest or win the ball themselves.
yeah, exactly. It was quite hard coming into it at the start because you don't really know people's voices or names, but we've really turned it on as a unit now, I feel.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, footy's a journey. I've been playing 36 years of my life since juniors, so there's been a lot of like things that have led me to football, influences, types of people that have helped me along the way. When you think about your footy journey, is there anyone or anything that sort of influenced you towards the game or helped you with your game?
Um, no, I never played footy growing up. I played hockey coming through, and after I met Shay down here, I went to a club function up at Bomaderry, and I had a few beers and was with the boys up there that I knew through Shay's friends, and good old Sticks had taken my money for Rego that night.
While
so
you're drunk?
it was perfect opportunity to actually get down to footy because I hate wasting money. So I thought I'd get down and see Sticks and see what the fuss is about. That was in 2018. I played a couple of games before that for the Dapto. What are they used to be called?
Stallions.
Stallions. Filling in, and I knew a couple of people from hockey through there. But yeah, it mostly kicked off when I did join Bomo. Um, and yeah, good old Sticks. He helped a lot actually. He was quite the ruckman himself, from what I've been told.
Mm.
He's him and Matty Hickmont as well. Just really sort of gave you that guidance coming through, which led to the confidence, which led to playing good footy.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, they're a very well-known football family within our region, and I know from talking to lots of people and having a bit of a run with Bombardier in the past that those blokes definitely want to help out as much as they can in their knowledge in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good thing. Look, we've talked a bit about footy now, but want to talk a bit about you personally. So tell us a little bit about what your day job is and how you support the family.
I work in refrigeration, air conditioning. I started my trade when I was 16, so a good 12 years ago. And yeah, it was just me and my old boss. He was a local bloke in Albion Park. Taught me taught me everything, obviously. And then I was with him up until halfway through last year when I decided, time to go out my own, give it a shot, which was a lot of pressure on a young family, but we've sort of done the hard work early to put ourselves in a good position with the home loan and the mortgage. Shay was back at work after 2 kids, which helped. So all the hard work I'd put in is time to now sit back at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday and do Zoom calls. while she's still at work. So uh,
Please don't show her the recording. It might sound
no,
like
no,
you're giving her shit.
she's all right. She's a good girl. No, we've done the hard work early. Like we've put effort and money into the house, and it's sort of you hear it all the time. The more you put into it when you're younger, the better off you'll be in the long run. So ready to sit back and hopefully reap the rewards eventually.
Yeah, yeah. I hope
Um,
that's the case.
yeah, we all do, eh?
Yeah, it's it's a lot of effort to own your own house and to keep it going, and not just with everything happening in the world with the cost of living crisis
Oh,
and that, but just you have to put in a lot of work to be able to afford the nice things that we have. So,
yeah,
yeah, hats off to you and hats off to anyone in the club who's, having to work their butt off just to make sure they've got a nice lifestyle
yeah,
behind
that's
them.
right. It's not easy. Pay your
Definitely.
rego.
Yeah, definitely not. That's why I'm on every club I play for. I'm on like a payment plan for my rego. Um, so you must with your work do some early mornings and so forth, but like everyone, there's only so many hours in a day, and we all have way too much to achieve than the hours we have to work with. So how do you balance, work, family, footy, and everything that goes into your life?
Yeah. I don't know. We just make it up as we go along. Um, things, yeah, things happen. So you got the young bloke starting to play footy now as well. He's playing NRL though, but is what it is. He loves it. Good on him. Um, I'm still playing hockey on Sundays, so Sundays are gone with sport. Um,
Mhm.
but it's just the starting my own business helped a lot to have a bit more time with the kids. When we did first start, I was still doing a couple of days a week with my old boss, and then trying to do my own stuff on the side, which isn't a good example of more time with the kids because I just had no time. But once it sort of transitioned over to having everything under myself, there's a bit more time with the kids. It's good balance. As much as some nights you're waiting for them to get into bed so you can have some
Yeah.
peace and quiet. It's really rewarding. I know a couple of the boys have already commented uh, on a few occasions that they're the first two on the field after the game's finished, running up, which is also very rewarding. Knowing that they're sitting there actually watching, like I don't have much more enjoyment than the kids being there. Hopefully, I can do the same for them when they're playing footy.
Well, hopefully, maybe you'll be able to run out in the field and play a bit of a
Oh,
game with one of them.
yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
good.
they'd be pushing it.
You might be on walking sticks by then, but
Yeah, full forward box special.
yeah, that's right. Yeah. Look, you hear some horror stories with tradies and stuff about stupid things or mistakes they make, but not saying it happens all the time, but I do hear some stories. So have you ever had a don't try this at home moment at work?
Yeah, I wired a three-phase unit up backwards. So there's three actives and one neutral.
Yeah.
I put an active to the neutral and I blew, I think it was about 14 grand worth of PC boards in zero point 0.5 of a second on one of my second installs out on my own. So I learnt the hard way, but yeah, watch what you're doing with electricity, obviously.
Just confirming you are qualified and have a
Yes,
license
yes, I am
number.
qualified. I am qualified. It was at that period where I was working during the day for my boss and then trying to do my own stuff on the weekends. So little sleep led to it. So it was good.
And just because we're recording and other people are going to listen, obviously that was a one-off incident. You don't
Yeah,
make
one
it a
off.
habit, but
Definitely one off.
for those who can get past that whole stuff up of yours, can you
Hey,
just
The
Plug your
customer
business
didn't pay
name.
for it.
Yeah, right. Did you tell them it was their fault?
No, I just took it on the chin, mate, and replaced the boards, and that's it. That's what you got to do.
Lovely. Yep. What's the business name?
JDEC Air Conditioning,
Right.
JAYDEC.
In case anyone's looking for some stuff
Yeah,
blown up,
aircon.
I mean electrical done. All right, let's get on to some family questions. You've already mentioned that you're a proud family man in some of the things you've been saying already. What role does your family play in supporting your football, but also in just supporting you as a person?
Um, they're always there. Um, they're always there. Whether you can have the worst day at football in the world, but at the end of the day, the two boys don't know whether you played good or not. They just dad played footy. Come up for a cuddle and have a kick with them if you're not too sore. Uh,
Yeah,
so and just at home, it's really rewarding. Um, it's really rewarding watching them grow. Like the eldest Declan's very, very keen on footy. NRL. He's always watched the NRL since he was little. Um, that's all wants to do. He's got 40,000 footies out the back. Not a single Sharon, which kills me. But the the other one, Jade, and the youngest, like we've got bloody ladders and impact drivers in the house because all he wants to do is get home and fix the house up. So it's just rewarding watching them grow as people. They always are there. When you have a bad day, they don't care. They're there. They're always there. You're the same to them no matter what.
so it's just the two you've got.
Yeah, that's it, mate. I'm done. Two and done.
I wish I would have spoken to you earlier until before I had five, but yeah,
Yeah, no, two and done. I'd have to build another bedroom.
yeah. Well, I'm lucky I had the snip, so maybe that's something to consider if you haven't
Yeah,
done it
yeah,
yet.
definitely, definitely.
Um, look, what is I'm sure you can agree that the AFL has missed an opportunity not signing you and I up for an AFL team in the draft. But what does community footy mean to you, like playing in a community where you live and work and so forth?
Um, it's not even about the footy. Almost, it's about just this bloke's a plumber. If you ever need something, he's helping you. You're helping him. Same goes. They need someone to do their aircon. It's knowing people that you can always sort of rely on, and they can rely on you as much as you're relying on them. It's good to have that mateship around as well. Like you can never know too many people. There's always things that you can do out there to engage with the community. Lots of local sponsors have people they know who are playing for the club as well. So
Yeah.
it all just generates money, not money essentially, but it all generates money and local economies to go forth.
Yeah, that's a great answer. Yeah, the mateship and the camaraderie between people in the local community is something that I really cherish. And it's great from like a mental health perspective too. We're all dealing with our own issues in life, and just to know that you've got a great supporter group behind you, no matter what footy club it is, not just the Bay and
Yeah,
Basin Bombers, but any community group that you're a part of, it just feels like you've got an army of people behind you, and sometimes you might feel like you're fighting everything on your own. So,
yeah,
all right, I'm trying to elicit some funny moments here, so I'm hoping this will go one of two ways. It'll either get a funny story and a funny joke, or you might be put on the spot and not know what to say. So let's figure it out. So far, there's some pretty good personalities in this football club. I'm sure you'd agree. You've well and truly met most people now, so you kind of know who's who. But who do you think is one of the bigger jokers within our club and why?
Uh, I'd say Scotty,
Scotty?
and
Yep.
only because he doesn't know how how much of an impact he actually has in a game. He just attacks the footy so hard when he does knock blokes over. He looks and goes, like, he'll look at you and go, "Oh, he was already falling," or "I didn't hit him high when it was clearly like not that he's a dirty player, but it was clearly high." He's just got that bull about him, which I really respect. But then to also turn around and looking around like, "Oh, did someone else do it?"
Yes. I think he's one of those people like a child. No, I'm not saying he's a child, but like a child doesn't understand their own strength, and
Yes,
Scotty
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
understand his own strength, and he showed that in preseason when I went to tackle him and he went to fend me off and he gave me a black eye at training. Like he's got, it doesn't matter whether you're his teammate or not, he just trains how he plays and he doesn't quite understand the nature of his strength, but
yeah.
that's certainly a massive asset to the club for sure.
No, exactly right. I've seen that a couple of times now.
Yeah, just don't get in his way. Just tap it forward away from you, and you're right.
Yeah.
Um, all right. If you had to take one of your teammates to on site to work with you for a week, who's getting the invite and who the hell are you telling you're never getting a job with me?
Uh, Geez, I'd give Blocky a job.
Yep. And
Yeah,
why?
he'd be just good company. He wouldn't do much, I don't think, but he'd be good
Roasted.
company.
Yeah,
Um,
he loves to talk. He's good for conversation. He's very intellectually good for a conversation for sure.
he'd be into me about the diet. He'd be into me about a tradie diet and how bad it is for me, I reckon. But
So he might get sacked before the week's end. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he's not paying for smoko.
Uh, who would you
Um,
definitely not invite? And
uh,
feel free for a roast here because people need to hear it.
nah, probably, nah, I probably wouldn't take Dane. He'd be too holistic about everything when you just need to get things done and you get in there. Just leave me alone and just get in there and get it done.
But you are happy to have him on your footy team
I'll have
week
him
to
on the
week.
footy
Yeah,
field all
yeah,
day,
yeah.
but it's just he'd somehow tell me how to be doing air conditioning, I reckon.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all do have our opinions on everyone else's life at
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to time, don't we?
He's got a newborn. He won't see this. He's too busy.
All right. So you've just been cast on a reality AFL TV show, which I'm sure you can imagine straight away what you'd be like on an AFL reality show. But
Yeah.
what what would be a hidden talent you'd bring to a reality show that would get you the win?
Um oh, Jesus.
I'm sure you've got a hidden talent.
I could make something out of nothing, I reckon.
Can you give me an example of that?
Um just with yeah, with the right tools, you can make anything you need out of nothing, from scraps in a shed.
Sounds
Uh,
like more of a survivor type thing,
yeah,
when
yeah,
you're
that's
out on
probably
that
it.
show.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Finally, if your teammates described you in 3 words, um, what would they say, and what would your partner actually say to that?
She just walked in, so I'm not going to ask her. But uh, probably competitive, uh, full of shit, and another one. Probably, yeah, probably tall. Obviously, yeah, tall.
Fair enough. And do you reckon your partner would agree to those?
To a degree on a 1 out of 3, I reckon. But
The full of shit.
yeah, probably.
Dear, I think all our partners would agree that we're full
Yeah,
of shit, but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
part
Actually,
that's part of being in a relationship.
yeah, that's it.
You can cop that on the chin when it's your partner, but if any of your teammates say it, it'd be like,
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. It's yeah, I'll tap it there, and then you're trying to take it out of the ruck and kick snaps from the pocket.
oh, mate. On that, I must admit that I've only seen snippets of you when you're at Bomaderry, obviously just in conversation and now being a part of the footy club. There's definitely a hard exterior that I saw from a distance and having an interview like this, and I'm sure this will help the other guys and girls in the group understand that behind the hard exterior of a lot of us as men,
Yeah,
there is that family side, there's that real personal aspect that, we've all got our own lives that we live, but we come and play footy, we've got that hard part, but then also we go away from footy and we're just normal people, we're family men and we love our lives. And I've now learned a lot about you, and I'm sure the people watching have seen the same about you and are looking forward to another game with you on the weekend.
yeah, too easy. Good game at home, eh?
Yeah, let's make a statement and really put Bulldogs back where they belong at the bottom of the ladder.
Yeah, yep. Long time coming.
That's right. All right, Max, thanks for jumping on and sharing your story with us. It's been awesome getting to know the man behind the number and hearing how you balance footy, family, and your work life. Your honesty, humour, and commitment to the Bombers are exactly what community sport is all about, and exactly the what we're looking for at the Bombers. We're stoked to have you at the club and can't wait to see what's ahead for the rest of the season. Fingers crossed, premiership would be great.
Yep.
Um, to our listeners, stay tuned for the next episode of Behind the Bombers, where we continue to spotlight the people that make this club something special. Thank you.
So.